Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video. First of all, we have a Thanksgiving get ready with me, but also the twist on this video, it's a full face on nothing new. I tried to keep all of the products at least with like a year launch date from now, right? So only because I feel like as much as we all love shopping and love this season, it's really like it's taxing to want to buy all the things. So just as a reminder, you don't need to buy all of the things, especially makeup. There are so many seasonal rollouts. As long as you have your staple products, you can create a beautiful look. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the video. I'm just going in with this primer stick only under the eyes. And let me tell you guys, this is one of the most cooling primer sticks I've ever used. Next up, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Powerless Putty Primer. This is an OG, but it is so good and a staple for so many reasons. I'm putting this all over the face and just kind of rubbing it in. I'm also going to go in with another primer. I love a multi-priming routine. I think it works really good and honestly tackles a lot of different like skin concerns. So the next one I'm going to go in with is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. I'm taking off my rings for this because I'm going to go a little ham with this all over my hands. It's a pretty runny consistency, but this is literally glue for your face. This is a dupe for the Milk Makeup Hydra Grip Primer. It has been a dupe for years and it is so good. They still make this one, but also e.l.f. came out with their Power Grip Primer, which is also really good and runs for about $10. Next up, I'm going to go with this Uoma Beauty by Sharon C. Flawless in Real Life Foundation. This is such a good foundation, such a staple. I bought this at Walmart. I think it was a Walmart exclusive. I'm not sure if they still sell it, so I'll have to double check, but I really, really loved this foundation. I will link everything in the description down below. It will all be listed. Also, I'm using this brush from Moda Beauty. This is a dupe for I want to say the BK Beauty brushes. This is such a good brush. I hate foundation brushes, but this has been like absolutely game changing. I'm also using the shade Honey Honey T1 of this foundation. I'm recently self-tanned, so it's kind of like a perfect match for me self-tanned. I'm matching to my neck, not my face, which is why it looks a little bit darker. I am just going with a damp beauty sponge to really pick up any excess product and make sure everything is really seamless and really, really well blended. Next up, I'm going to go in with my cream bronzer from Milk Makeup. This is in the shade Baked. Honestly, one of my favorites. I've had this for a while. I actually got mine at TJ Maxx. They don't make this size anymore, I don't think. They make them in like smaller components now, but it's a really, really great product. I really also like the Milani one if you don't want to splurge on the Milk Makeup. I have the Milani one in the shade Spill the Tea, and it's their Cheek Kiss Cream Bronzer, and it's pretty much an exact dupe for this in like shade and pretty much even the application and everything. It's very, very similar. Dang, I couldn't help it. I'm gonna go in with Copper Etiquette from the e.l.f. Camo blushes. I was gonna do like a full face of nothing new, and technically the e.l.f. blushes aren't new. This color actually launched just a few months ago, but I just really wanted to use this color. Also, please let this be your sign that if you haven't tried the e.l.f. Camo liquid blushes, to try them. They are so affordable and so, so, so good. I'm going to mix two concealers. I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty We're Even concealer. I'm taking this one on the sides of the nose and on my forehead. This concealer launched probably in the last year, but it's not super new. And then I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Camo concealer in this shade Fair Warm to lighten the under eyes. I'm self-tanned right now, so it's a little bit, it feels really light, so I'm a little worried, but fingers crossed. I'm also going to go in with the Huda Beauty powder in the shade Peach Pie. Listen guys, I am an affordable beauty stan, so if I'm using a product that is high-end and is expensive, it's because it's really, really, really good. However, that being said, the Maybelline powder, the Maybelline loose powder is amazing and is probably the best dupe for this powder I have ever come across, and I need to repurchase it myself. This is the Huda Beauty Peach Pie powder. Like, yes, this powder is expensive, but it's so good. So good. I'm taking the excess and like setting the rest of my face with it. Now I'm gonna go in with the Airspun powder, literally just to like snatch the cheeks. This technique really is just to clean up any bronzer that I got everywhere else and also to set this area of the face. I feel like I touch the bottom of my face quite a bit. And so this is how I like to set the bottom of my face, and then with the rest I'll just take the excess of the powder puff. I'm taking the excess and patting it into the rest of my skin. I baked the sides of my nose but not the center, so I'm going to take the powder and like press it into the center. Now I'm going to go in with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer.
Guys, this is an old product, but she is such a baddie. She is so good, so buttery. I use this to contour my face, bronze up the cheeks, kind of going over any areas that I bronzed and contoured just to kind of like set everything. Also, I'm using the word contour very lightly here because I don't actually use a light shade. I just use my bronzer for everything.
Oh, for blush, look at this broken blush. This is from Wet n Wild. It's their Color Icon blush in the shade Mellow Wine. Such a good blush, and I broke it. We're dealing with that loss. It's been sitting on my vanity because I don't want to like not use it, but I feel like it's perfect for today. I'm wearing like a beige sweater dress. Like, oh, it's such a pretty blush. Okay, I'm gonna dust away the powder. Oh, for my under eyes, I love this teeny tiny Real Techniques brush. I'm gonna go with the Park Ave palette from Tarte, and I'm taking that lightest shade to put under the eyes.
I'm taking my e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray because it is honestly so good at like making everything look less powdery and making it look more like skin.
Okay, for highlighter, this is such a throwback. I'm gonna go with the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter. This is a throwback, and now that I'm self-tanned, I can actually use this shade. Normally I can't because I'm just too pale for it, especially on like the high points of my face. That looks nice. I literally forgot what a pretty highlighter this was, but it's literally because it's normally just a little bit too warm for me. I kind of want to go ahead and do the lips. I just had Vaseline on my lips to kind of moisturize them. I've been loving that Vaseline stick. I think it's so freaking good. I have been pretty much non-stop raving, let me see, about these Maybelline lifter liners. I want to try a new shade today that I think is going to be like a nice darker shade. It's the shade Player. So sassy. Oh, I really like this color. I think I even like it more than the shade I normally use. It's just called On It.
One thing I will say about these Maybelline liners is that they last all day. Once you put them down, they will not move, and they wear really well with glosses and lipsticks alike. I wish they would drop more shades because I'm so obsessed.
I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Glow Reviver Lip Oil in the shade Jam Session. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, yes. For my nose, I'm going to go with the ABH Amrezy collab for my nose because it is light enough, not so like starkly gold as the other highlighter. The whole point of this makeup is like full face of nothing new, like nothing that has super recently launched, like at least 6 months. What is the cutoff for something to be not considered new anymore? Probably more than 6 months, honestly. So lately my brows are the last thing that I do in my routine, so I'm just kind of brushing them, and then I'm gonna go in with concealer. This is the Tarte Shape Tape regular schmegular concealer, not the creamy one. I'm gonna go in with this, but like I know that I know I need to get rid of it because like I'm literally scraping the sides of the bottle, but like I still get a product out, so wouldn't it be wasteful to just get rid of it?
Okay, I'm using a flat brush. I actually got this from AOA Studio, I want to say, and super affordable brush. Basically just going on the flat brush, carving out my brows first, and then I'll do my brows later.
I have worked a whole lot on reshaping my brows, and so that's part of the reason that I'm going in with the concealer first and then going on my brows after. I just heard a cat outside and I do not have a cat.
I'm taking the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer and putting that in the crease with a super, super large brush. And then I'll go in with my eyeshadows. But this gives me a really nice base. I pretty much start every makeup look with a bronzer in the crease first.
The Profusion Sienna's palette. This is a 21 eyeshadow palette. I want to say, I got this years ago, and I want to say this is like literally like under $15. I'm going to go in with the shade Cryptic, but just kind of elongating the eye a little bit. Just wait till I take these rollers out. It's gonna look so good. I have like a cream colored sweater dress I'm gonna wear. I'm so excited. And I have these like, I really want a pair of like long maroon boots, but that's not what I have. I have like these like brownish, like croc style boots. I'm gonna go in with the shade Groovy, this like warm brown. I forgot how good these Profusion palettes were because I don't use them that often. Everything. I'm gonna go back in with the previous shade. I'm also gonna mix in some of this one, I think, or maybe Dapper. yeah. I forgot how much I loved this palette. I'm so glad I haven't gotten rid of it because I'm a little obsessed. I'm gonna go in with Dapper and maybe a little bit of Groupie, the same color scheme. So I'm just gonna pop them under the eye. I'm gonna go with the same brush that I had the concealer on, that I like did my eyes with. And I'm just patting out the area that technically shouldn't have any product. So I'm gonna go in with the two lightest shades in the palette right here. One's matte, one's a shimmer, and I kind of like mixing them to create like a more satin shadow effect. But the light shade is really important because it brings that brightness to the inner part of the eye. I'm gonna take the shade Cozy on the end and create a little faux liner. Now I'm gonna go in with the Milani Highly Rated Lash Extension Tubing Mascara. The reason I like tubing mascaras, especially when I have, or like when I'm gonna apply falsies, is because the tubing mascara comes off really easily but still coats my lashes really dark and it doesn't flake. Even though it doesn't give me like crazy volume, it does what I need it to do. I'm gonna go in with the Benefit Browsings. It's like a little powder and wax combo, and I do like the bare minimum to my brows because I'm really just filling in like slightly sparse areas. I'm gonna go in with my Ioni lash glue in the shade Black. I used to use the Kiss one, but I came across this one at Dollar Tree and it's $1. I've been using it for a little while now and it works really well. I'm gonna go in with a white eye pencil. Actually, this is cream colored. Wonder Pencil? NYX Wonder Pencil. Okay guys, this is the finished look. Also, I put on the little dress. I still have to put the boots on, but this is the dress. It's like, short. And then, look at the hair. A moment for the hair. I know I looked a little rough in the rollers, but it looks good now, okay? I'm gonna pull this back really quick. Also, I just kind of like loosely picked it up with the bow situation. There's like clip in it, but hopefully that worked out the way I wanted it to. I'm gonna pinch my lashes. I'm wearing the Kiss Pompadour lashes. I'm gonna just pin them together. Make sure everything looks really uniform when you're like looking at me from the side. And then I'm gonna go in with the One Size Until Dawn Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray. This stuff is like, it's not going anywhere, all right? The nice thing is that it dries almost instantly, so once it's on, like, you're good to go. I'm actually gonna also go in with the LA Girl Shimmer Spray. This is a finishing spray that I really like because it just watch. It's like it's literally a shimmer spray. The closer you spray, the more shimmery it is, so I'm not gonna spray super close. And it leaves these like micro, teeny tiny little glitters. Okay babes, I really hope you enjoyed this look. Honestly, I walked in my mom's room and she was like, that looks beautiful. So that's really the only approval I need, I think, as long as she likes it. I think it looks so freaking good. It's beautiful. So doll-like, so just fall, but just really pretty. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.